player of the month. We're gonna talk about who everybody thinks is the player of the month. Uh, I'm gonna let you go first. Who do you think is player of the month?
And don't y'all start capping, man. I'm telling you, don't y'all start capping neither.
Go ahead on. Who I feel is?
Man.
Oh, I'm going with the girl I've been bragging about when we did our picks. I'm going with Alicia Gray from ATL. Man, look what she been doing. Look, ATL, they were down. They were down in a couple games and they came back from a 17-point deficit because of her. Defensively, she's done well against the perimeter players, like I said the first time, that she could play defense and she played them full court. And not only that, she was helping with the facilitation duties because Jordan Canada was out. Jordan Canada came out. She came in there, did her job. Her and Ryan Howard helped turn Atlanta around, and they got they're in the top 5, top 4 right now. Nobody saw that. Everybody said, oh, she ain't going to do nothing. She going to get cooked. They was going to be one of the worst teams. They proving everybody wrong right now. They got a better coach. They don't got the non-dressing coach. Too bad Chicago, we got that non-dressing coach because that badness done got on all of us. Now we're bad. But anyway, I got Alicia Gray for player of the month for me. That's me. Goggles, baby. Goggles.
That's what's up. Okay, so all those reasons that you listed are kind of why you feel like she's the player of the month. You feel like she's the best player on that team right now?
Oh, absolutely. Look, if you go back and watch, when she started getting going, that opened it up for Bree Jones. That opened it up for Nas Hillman. That opened it up for Nia Coffey. That opened it up for Pow Pow. She took the pressure off of Pow Pow by getting on heaters. And then Ron started waking up after following her lead. Of course, she's been the best player on that team these past games on both ends of the floor.
Okay. I like I'm picking up what you're putting down. I like what you're saying. Okay, Alicia Gray. I did not think I was going to hear that as a person, but I mean, you're making an argument. Next up, time on Point Sports. Who do you think is the player of the month?
Man, y'all trolling. Man, that was cute. That was cute now, homie. But Naphessa Collier is the player of the month. 26 points a game, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. She ain't asked you. She ain't asked you.
What,
she did not
man?
ask you. Don't cut me off.
What,
she
man?
Ask you. She talking. She said me. You get your turn like everybody else get their turn. So let me know. You said me, right? You said Showtime, right? I want to be sure.
Correct.
You said me.
Correct.
Okay.
Man, give you take, man. I ain't even say nothing. Give you take, man.
Okay, let me know when I can talk, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead, on. Go ahead.
You said that. Man, give you take, man. I ain't even say nothing.
All right, but man. You talking now. Okay, let me know when I can talk. Thank you.
That's for Keita. That's for Keita to let you know. That ain't for me to let you know. That's for Keita to let you know.
AD, can I talk, AD?
Showtime.
I noticed he said nothing. I noticed it wasn't no huffing, it wasn't no puffing. He ain't said nothing when you were talking. You noticed that? Say, anyways, back to what I was saying if I was rudely interrupt. This Naphessa Collier is not even close. 26 points a game, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals and a block on 50%, 51% from the field, 45 from the 3, 92.5 from the free throw line, 50-49. And by the way, what's the most important? The most important thing is winning. Minnesota tied with number 1. I told you, Mr. I Know It All, that Minnesota was going to be better than Vegas. Minnesota's going to be number 1, and I'm standing on that. They 7-0, and you can make all the excuses in the world you want. You can come up with ifs, ands, and buts. That ain't going to justify the look. She asked me a question. Who's the player of the month? I don't want to talk about nothing else. We don't want to talk about last year. I don't care about what's going to happen tomorrow. Today is right now, June 2nd. She said, who's the player of the month? The player of the month of August. Not August, I'm sorry, May. May 2025. That's Naphessa Collier. Go ahead.
Yeah, all great points, all great points. And you know what? A lot of the chat is even agreeing that Fee is the player of the month. You know, it's definitely being talked about. The talks of possible MVP at the end of the season is it's a lot of talk about that. And she's putting up them numbers, man. She's putting up them numbers. She's doing her thing in that Minnesota Lynx offense. And so I could definitely see why someone says that. I'm gonna just give mine real quick, and then I want Zoe to go. I have no like anything to flesh out really seriously. For me, my player of the month this month, I want to say is probably Natasha Cloud. I just feel like she's been balling out. She's showing improved, and she's brought a team who had went down two players that were important: Kayla Thornton, Betnaja Laney Hamilton. And then she's brought the confidence to some of the players that needed that to come off the bench. So for me, it's Tosh Cloud. Real quick like that. Now, I Am Zoe Media has a lot to say about who's the player of the month, apparently. So I'm gonna give him the floor. Who's the player of the month for you?
Now, see, look here, man. Look here, man. We got to establish some ground rules here, man. Look here, man. To be the player of the month, Key, you got to be top 5 in at least 3 categories to be player of the month. I'm sorry. We doing too much capping here, man. Look here, man. Look here, man. I'm about to shock y'all with what I'm about to say. I am about to shock y'all with what I'm about to say. But Asia Wilson, hands down, is player of the month. And I'm about to prove it. When I read these numbers, y'all is going to be shocked. Y'all is going to be super shocked.
You can't be serious.
Look, hey, Key, do I got the flow, Key? Yes or no? Look, you moderate. Do I got the flow? I'm trying to figure out if I got the flow. Do I got the flow?
Hey.
Let me know.
You do. Yes, go ahead.
That's all, Key said I got the flow, Showtime. That's all Key said I got the flow. Look here, man. Look here, man. I'm about to read this off, and y'all won't even believe this. In the month of May, Asia Wilson was number 1 in player efficiency rating, number 3 in rebounds, number 1 in fantasy points, tied for number 2 in steals, number 3 in scoring, number 1 in blocks, and she's the only big in the top 15 in assists at 4.2. Both of their losses was on the road, and guess what they finished off the season doing? Beating that same team that beat them by 20 on the road. What are we doing here? Las Vegas, Asia Wilson is playing alongside of a center who is averaging 0.9 points per game.
Oh, God.
Don't you know, Key? Guess what, Key and HD? Naphessa Collier, starting 5. Guess who's averaging the least on her team? Bridget Carrington at 6 points a game. 6.4, might I add. What a bench. She got Heidemann coming off the bench. She got Shepard coming off the bench. Las Vegas has no bench. Jewel Lord is a shell of herself. Let's not Showtime. I didn't say it. Showtime said it, Key. We not gonna judge these players off of what they did last year. I didn't say that. Showtime said that. I'm judging Jewel Lloyd off of what she's providing for me this year. I'm judging the bench off of what the bench looks like this year versus last year. Key, how are you top 15 in every statistical category and you not player of the month? Not some of them, every statistical category. And then you keep talking about the record. They're only 4-2. They only played 6 games. Minnesota played 7 games. And please don't get me started on them in their record. Please don't get me started on that flawed record. They ain't played the Liberty yet. They ain't played the Aces yet. Don't get me started on that record. They ain't played them yet. We played the Liberty in their home opener. Let me know. Come back and tell me Minnesota record whenever they play the Aces and they play the Liberty. And then we can have a conversation about a record. We only 7 games in. What we doing, man? This is why I do what I do, man. This is why I do what I do. We're talking about the month of May, not what they're gonna be in October. We talking. Key said player of the month.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
So all right. So Prince has laid down why he thinks Asia is the player of the month. You feel like because she's top 3 in certain categories, right?
Not all, not certain. Let's get that correct. The ones that's important for her position.
The ones that's important for her position. And then, I mean, your argument is that she has Kia Stokes next to her, right?
Elena Smith averaging 11 points a game.
It's like, okay, it's like I see what your argument is, but couldn't your argument also be used against you though?
How?
So for instance, right, y'all, I'm just a moderator. For instance, right, would someone say, okay, well, Kia Stokes averages nothing, so it makes it easier for Asia to be Asia?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Because she's averaging less right now than she did last season because she has no one in the front court to help her with the load on the boards, on defense. Again, like I just said, Asia Wilson is number 1 in blocks. Showtime always tells me there's 2 sides of the floor. I mean, come on, man. There's 2 sides of the floor. Asia Wilson is dominating both sides of the floor in May.
Please. I'm begging you. Bro, we gotta put an end in this. Dude, cap, straight up. You talking about what she got on the front court. Bro, what did she have last year? That didn't stop her from putting up 28 points a game and scoring 1,000 points. And then you bring up, oh, she's top 15 air statistic category. But homie, Naphessa Collier, number 1 in scoring. And they average the same amount of steals.
And that's it.
Asia averaged 1 more block, but guess what? Fee is more efficient across the board. What are we talking about? And her team is 7-0.
No, she's not. Asia Wilson has the number 1 efficiency rating. What are we talking about?
Who's more efficient? Hold on. Who has a high field goal percentage?
But that's not all that goes into efficiency.
But we talking about 2 totally different things. I said efficiency across the board. Field goal, 3-point, and free throws.
Asia Wilson is number 1.
I'm at Key. Now, hear me out, Key. I simply just told this man, Fee was more efficient than Asia across the board right now.
No, she wasn't. WNBA.com says Asia Wilson is number 1 in efficiency rating.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. Who got a higher field goal percentage?
But that all goes into efficiency rating.
Stop changing the conversation. Stay right here.
Showtime, you arguing a point I never mentioned. I never said nothing about field goals. I said efficiency rating. I never said field goals. When did I say field goals?
Okay. You said your reasoning for why Asia's number 1, which was the player thing. But he's bringing up a totally different point.
Thank you, Keith.
He's saying like, here's my reasons why Fee is number 1. He feels like this is why Fee is number 1 for player of the month. And he's saying she's more efficient, and that is a reason why. So
thank you, Keith.
She's not more efficient. Asia Wilson is number 1 in efficiency.
Okay, again,
shot attempts. Who's guarding you goes into that. That all goes into the WNBA.com efficiency rating.
Okay, you talking about? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cute. I'm talking about Naphessa Collier is shooting the ball better from the field goal, 3-point, and free throw line. That's what I said. It's backed up with actual facts, right? Fee's averaging 1 less block per game than Asia. They average the same amount of steals, and we're just going off stats, right? Same amount of steals, 1 less block. She averaged more points. Yeah, Asia averaged more rebounds. Well, Fee averaged more field goals, 3-point, and free throws. And forget all that. They only 2 games behind. No, she got 2 losses on her, 2 losses right now. And a couple of them games, she scored 15 points. I can't say the same for Fee. Fee been cooking since the season started. She ain't had 1 let down yet. Go ahead.
So y'all feel like stats completely make or break the argument?
I don't. I disagree.
I don't.
Don't.
That's
That's
I
what I'm
don't-
saying. It
hold on.
don't. She's playing next to Stokes. They don't have no bench. Jude Lloyd still hasn't been integrated yet. Fee
Okay.
is playing around a more
Yeah,
well-rounded team.
you had.
And then
Vegas
Aces have had a
#1.
tougher schedule.
You had Vegas #1 though. That didn't stop you having #1.
Aces have had a tough. Vegas gonna have a #1 schedule at the end of the season. Show Key said player of the month for May. In the month of May, Aces team is not structured like Lynx team is. What Fee just go out there and rebound when she want to and just shoot the ball all over the floor. But see, that same thing that Key acts, it goes in opposite directions though, Key. Las Vegas backcourt is one of the highest shooting attempts per game backcourts. And Asia Wilson is still number 3 in scoring. So that, you see what I'm saying, Key? That go both ways. Yeah, Kia Stokes isn't shooting, but Aces have the 3rd highest shot attempts per game backcourt. That goes against that same argument of Kia Stokes not being able to score. Asia isn't getting those shot attempts that they backcourt is hogging the ball, but she's still putting up numbers, shooting 49% from the field. Fee and Showtime act like that percentage is all off. It's only 1%.
Here's the reason why I asked the question. Because I feel like me and HD didn't necessarily just go off of stats. That's why our answers was our answers kind of. It was more so kind of eye test as well. So that asking, do y'all feel like the stats make a, you know what I'm saying? It's based off of the stats. Like
that's not the end all be all. From an eye test perspective, both of them great players. I mean, I'm giving Fee the edge because she's been more consistent. She haven't had a bad game. Asia had a couple bad games because they still trying to insert Joy Lloyd. But that's not Fee's fault though. That's not Naphessa Collier's fault. Her team coming in well prepared and she coming out showing everybody she's one of the best players in the league. That what they got to do with Fee though.
Yeah.
But how does that go against Asia though?
It doesn't go against her. I think it's just separate. Hold on.
Hey, Key, to me, Fee not even number 2. I had Natasha Cloud.
Okay, that's fine, bro. But
I got Natasha at number 1. But
I mean, I know Fee not top 10 in your book. We already know that. So that ain't nothing.
HD, you got something on this though?
No, I got Alicia Gray because I've been watching their team. If she doesn't get it going, their team sucks. Like they go long droughts without any points or anything. And then also she's become a better leader this year. She's leading everybody and everybody's following her lead. She's taking pow under her wing and she's just motivating the whole team. She's just somebody I didn't expect the Dream to be where they're at right now. I thought they would be at least like 0 something because I didn't like their team. Like I even said it, I got them 8th on the list. I didn't think they would be good right now, but the way she's playing and then they have a new year, first year head coach. I mean, the guy looked like he just came from Lowe's and he's coaching on the sideline. And for her just to come out there and just to do what she's been doing, then they lost Pow for a game. So you had 2 of your facilitators down and she stepped up big time for them. They did take 2 L's. I understand that, but the Seattle game showed me something where they were down 17 points. She came out there she had a bad first half, but she still stuck to it. She went off. Once she started going off, Ryan Howard started to wake up. Her and Ryan Howard switched on Skylar Diggins and Gabby Williams, gave them problems the whole game in the second half. Then also, and the thing I love about her is when they went to their small ball lineup, they took Bree Jones out and BG. She played well at that wing position and she was dominating on the boards, helping them out, and also defensively. She surprised me. That's the reason why I picked her from all the games. Asia's, like I said, I'm an Asia fan, so I don't disagree with Prince is saying because I've been watching Asia. Jewel Lloyd sucks, like I told y'all. Y'all was saying second team. I don't think she's gonna make third team if they had one. And then like and in their front court, you're still trying to incorporate Kitley. Kitley still got to get accustomed because remember, she was out for a year. Kia Stokes is just bad. I'm sorry. I would have traded Kia Stokes for a Newport and a couple glasses like a year ago. I'm sorry, she's not good. Now Naphessa Collier, Napheesa's balling too. I got her, Asia, and Natasha Cloud with Gray over them three, but I still like all of them. If you want to choose them as one, cool. Naphessa's done well. My thing is in those games, like she's efficiently well, but when I watch the games, I'm not gonna hold you. I think like Courtney and Natisha Heidemann dictate what that team's gonna do because look, think about it, Key. Natisha Heidemann, like Courtney Williams was playing trash in like 2 of their games. They almost lost them games. Heidemann had to come out and switch the whole tempo, and then that got feedback right. You have to have your guards play their position in order for the front court of Minnesota to dictate the game. If they're not playing good, they're in trouble. And for the Aces, Asia, like outside of point guard and Jackie Young, like I told y'all, Leah and I think she's a good player. I still would have took Bree Hall. I'm a down that hill by myself. She don't play great defense. And if her shot's not on, she's basura, in your words. So, that's how I look at it. I don't like their bench. The Aces bench is okay, but like, yeah. But I still got Alicia Gray because from me watching, she makes that team go. And if something happens to her, that Atlanta team is done. Like, they're not going to be nowhere.
Hold on, time out.
I don't mind that HD. She could get some votes. She could get some votes. I mean, Atlanta number 2 in scoring, right?
No,
Atlanta
sir.
number 4 in assists. They number 3 in 3-pointers made.
No,
Atlanta number 4 in blocks. She could get some votes.
No. No, sir. We ain't. No. First of all, the same thing could be what you just said, HD. That applies to Vegas. Did you not see yesterday's game?
Yeah, I saw it.
Well, Agent Wilson was getting quadruple team.
Hold on, sir. Time out. Hold on, sir. Who been making the shots down the stretch? It ain't been Asia. It's been the guard.
Oh, did you see the game?
Taking everything. Chelsea Gray literally made the big shot.
Did you see the game?
You just sit here and complain about the lack of guard play, right? So when the guard play good, Vegas wins, right? We just covered the Los Angeles game. What happened? Yeah, Asia went crazy, but the guard play. What happened with Jackie Young? Locked up Kelsey Plum, put in solitary confinement. Let's not play that game, homie. So the same thing he's saying about Minnesota, you can say about freaking doggone Los Angeles. Of course you need the guard play to play good. They got the ball in their hands the whole entire damn game. So with Courtney Williams, when she's not playing good, yeah, that's going to hurt the team because she got the ball in her hands. If Heidemann not playing good, yes, they're going to struggle. You got to have good guard play. Somebody got to step up. At the end of the day, Naphessa Collier closing the deal, though. It doesn't really matter how she doing it.
And we're talking about this month. We're talking about this month. By the way, I'm saying we're talking about this month. So
my hand raised.
Yeah, I'm talking
whenever
about
he's finished. My hand raised, Key.
I'm feeling what you're saying about this.
My hand is raised. Whenever
I literally just watched the game.
On that diatribe. Whenever he finished that diatribe, my hand is
Angel
raised.
Wilson shot an air ball.
My hand is raised.
Against Seattle. She shot an air ball. Who hit the big shot? It was Chelsea Gray.
Yeah, Chelsea Gray had 10 points in that game, sir.
No,
she had
sir.
8 points before
what
that
happened
shot,
in
sir.
The fourth quarter?
She had 8 points before that shot, sir.
Big shot.
Before that shot, she had 8 points, sir.
I can't wait to Las Vegas play Minnesota.
I can't wait.
I promise. I can't wait. I can't
Go
wait.
Ahead, go ahead.
You going to see me?
She had 8 points, sir. I'm just saying. I'm just look. We're calling it Naki. Hold on, Naki. He just mentioned. See, this is what I'm gonna get him. Didn't he just mention how Jackie Young that point could be used against them because Jackie Young held Kelsey Plum under her average? Didn't he just say that? Yes or no? Yes or no, Yana? Yes or no? Didn't he just say that?
Did she not shut her down? Yes or no?
Okay, so you said it.
Jackie Young not shut down Kelsey Plum.
So Your Honor, I would like that statement to be added to the documentation. He did say that, Your Honor. I would like that statement to be added. Now, Key, talk about Key. Who is HD? You can answer this too. Who is a better team? Seattle or the Sparks?
Who's a better team? Seattle.
Who's a better team? Want me to read you Seattle's front court points yesterday when Asia was guarding them? You want me to read you how Asia held down their front court yesterday?
That
you
got
want
nothing to do with my point, though. What happened?
Alicia Clark, 5 points. Nneka Ogwumike, 9 points.
Okay.
Ezzy, 7 points. What are we doing here, man?
What happened down the stretch?
What's going on here, man?
When Vegas almost gave the game away, who hit them with the separator? When Asia couldn't make nothing. Asia didn't do nothing. Go look at her. Go look at what she did in the fourth quarter. She ain't doing nothing. She wasn't scoring the ball. Who hit the shot? Who hit that separator on Seattle?
You just talking about. Didn't you just give Courtney Williams
you all over the place like bird boo, man. Come on, dog.
Chelsea Gray can't hit a shot.
Listen,
give her a grace for cooking. Courtney Williams, but Jackie Young had 8 points before that shot. She can't hit a shot.
She hit the shot that mattered.
Listen, I'm not. Look.
Well,
it's hard.
Every time Asia touches the ball, she got 3 people on her. Go watch the end of that game. Even the coach said it after the game. We triple team Asia, and they still found a way to win. I didn't say that. Seattle coach said
but okay. But now we
sound like the dog. Come on.
Look, now we getting into now we get into the minutia of things that kind of like. I'm not sure. Look, I think Asia's the best woman basketball player on the planet. I'm not here to dispute that. However, we're talking about the player of the month. And so as far as the arguments that's being put up, you know what I'm saying? I guess I'm just kind of like, they triple teamer, but like that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It's on her coach to do certain things, by the way. So it's just kind of like, okay, they triple teaming her because she's the best basketball player on the planet.
Dude
so
out here getting
what else are we supposed to do with a dominant force like that? I can't say that I feel like that's a reason to give her a nod. I'm not giving her the nod. I'm just saying if that's a reason you're offering up, I can't really hear it. Asia Wilson is an Olympian, arguably the best Olympian on the team, arguably the reason why we won the freaking gold. If not for her, we don't win that. Okay. Right. So I just feel like, but she plays with 3 other Olympians. Naphessa Collier plays with one of the best wings, probably could argue the best wing in the league. Courtney Williams I think she's leveling up as a PG like every year, to be completely honest. Letitia Heidemann coming off the bench to get downhill. Bridget Carlton also is a great 2. And then Alana Smith as a defensive
one of the
anchor.
top 5 bigs in the league.
Correct.
How you playing with another top 5 big, man? Come on, man.
That's what you're supposed to do, though. You can't be mad because the team is orchestrated correctly and ran correctly. But also, my point is, my argument is that the reasons that are being given to say why Fee has the edge or doesn't, or why Asia has the edge or doesn't, I just kind of feel like I don't know if it really matters. Like a better team or not, or a better big or not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just player of the month. Because to me, I would think that if Fee had to, hold on, I'm about to land my point.
Now I'll ask who you had played with Natasha Cloud, right?
For me, it's Natasha Cloud.
Okay.
Because I went off an eye test, genuinely.
Yeah.
I've watched all the games. I went off an eye test. I think what Natasha Cloud has done in this month, I'm not thinking about her last year, what she gonna do next month. I feel like what she did in New York in this month on the court and on the bench is she became a glue piece. She's made it seamless in a transition on a championship team and could quite literally catapult them to winning again this year. That's what I'm seeing. So to me, she's the player of the month. She's not scoring as much as Fee or Asia, but I think she's extremely important. But I'm just saying, like, somebody could argue, okay, well, it's harder for Fee because she has to share with the people on the court. You know what I'm saying? The points, the this, the that, the third. Somebody could argue that it's harder for Asia because she got to tear. My point is, we could argue so many. You get what I'm saying? But it's like tomato, apples, and oranges. Who's the better player of the month? Go ahead.
Not.
Didn't Fee miss a game? Didn't Fee miss a game?
Yeah,
she missed a game.
she missed the game against, I think, one that
I mean, that just means they
Phoenix?
played the same
Might have
amount
been
of
Phoenix.
games, though.
Yeah.
That just means they played the same amount of games. Her and Asia. It means she didn't play 7. She played
missed
6.
the game against Phoenix. Well, AT didn't play. So what?
Oh, she missed the game. She missed the game against the best team they played in this stretch.
Yeah,
Oh,
the AT didn't even.
coincidence?
Hold on, AT ain't
Coincidence?
played.
The key. Coincidence?
Oh, go pull up the schedule. All right,
She ain't got that dog in her, Key.
Show.
She don't got
Go
that
pull up
dog
the
in her,
schedule.
Key. She don't got that dog in her, Key. That's the deal.
Hey, look.
Well,
Hey,
she
look,
had that dog in her,
man.
I put
Hey.
the poll in the
Dog
chat.
in her, man.
I put the poll in the chat.
AJ ain't missing no game.
I asked the chat who was the player of the month. 50% of the chat said Naphessa Collier. 14 said Adrian Wilson. Let's move
Man,
on.
that's a whole lie.
Let's move on.